Good evening, everyone. Can you see me? Can you listen my voice? Can you see the screen? Everyone, can you see me? Can you listen my voice? Am I audible? Is the screen visible? So is everything perfect? So let's get started. So first thing first, that is our mains batch. This practice session is absolutely free from 5:30 p.m. every day, and from 7 p.m. basically the banking course are going on. Now this is absolutely free of cost. You can join it by just subscribe this channel and we're good to go. Okay, now so this is our app. You can download it from Play Store and you can have your hello Sirajul, good evening, Rohit and everyone. So you can download it and join our classes. Every day there will be live class. Okay, so now there is a announcement for us to make, that is West Bengal Police live practice batch every day is going on, and you can have it by rupees 650 only. So it's a monthly fees. By that you can join this live class. There is math, reasoning, English and GK. So basically what is going on, previously you need to have a separate math batch at the rupees 500 or 1000 whatsoever, then you have English batch that is also costing you around 500. So GK and reasoning all total you can have 1500 course. So all total 1500 have the cost. So now it comes down to 650 at the platform of Dhrona. So by downloading this EduPoint app, you will have this course for only 650, for only rupees 650. So you can call 8436 900456. So that's it. So we are going towards our class today. So first class, the image of an object formed on the retina of the eye is it virtual or erect, or real and erect, or virtual and inverted, or real and inverted? What is it? What is it? What is it? Answer it guys. Comment it down. What is it? Is it virtual and erect, real and erect, virtual and inverted, or real and inverted? What is it? Image in the eye. Image in the eye. Image in the eye. So everywhere Pema, Sirajul, Arpan is saying B, Rajat is saying D, some are saying D and some saying A and B. So if there is a confusion related to this question, so you can look into this picture. You can look into this picture. You can clearly see that this is the object. This is called object. Now the object, when going down by the lens, so this is basically our lens, so it diverted the rays and the image is formed in here. So this is basically retina. That is basically retina. So when the image is formed in retina, you can clearly see it is inverted. It is inverted. Okay, now this image is already making something, or this image falls down to a membrane that is called retina. So if some image is not formed in any of the membrane or whatsoever, then that is called virtual image. Virtual image. So when it falls down to a cover or something, then it is called real image. In this case, it is real as well as inverted. Now you may be confused that our image is inverted, means we all see some inverted image, so world is inverted. Not like that. So this is the optical nerve, and they make it very simple, and it again comes down to erect. So our brain reverses it down. Okay, so basically the image is real and inverted. Hope you understand this. So the answer here is D. So the answer is D. Answer is D, real and inverted. Okay, everyone understand what is the image? Moving on towards question number 2. Which part of ear maintain the balance of our body? Which part of the ear maintain the balance of our body? Which part maintains the balance of our body? What is it? Which part maintains the balance of our body? What is it? Which part maintains the balance of our body? Which part maintains the balance of our body? What will be the right answer? What will be the right answer? What will be the right answer? So Puran is saying C, Vijayita is saying A, Pema is saying C, Rohit is saying A. So some saying A, C. A or C are answers that are coming from everywhere. So body balance is basically maintained by otolith. Okay, so what is otolith? And it is not tympanic membrane or something. It is otolith. Now what is otolith? So basically this blue version is basically called otolith. It's a part of inner ear. So in inner ear, this is in total, that is called otolith, that maintains our balance. Now there are semicircular canal. How many canals are there? Total 3. 3 canals are there, and there is also vestibular nerve, and there is cochlea. So remember, otolith is a part of inner ear that maintain our body balance. Now as well as otolith, there is other membrane or other body part that also maintain our body balance. What is it? That is the part of a brain that maintains balance. What is it, guys? Which part of brain maintains balance? Which part of a brain maintains body balance? No, not really. It is cerebellum. Cerebellum. So cerebellum is also responsible for body balance. So this is kind of cerebellum, this part, that also responsible for body balance. Okay, so some year down the line there is a question that, and the options are like brain, but in the bracket they are saying outer brain or frontal part. So frontal part is not responsible. Frontal part means this one. This is called cerebrum. Cerebrum. So cerebrum is responsible for other thing. Cerebellum is only responsible for body balance, as well as the inner ear. Okay, understand? Moving on to question number 3. Stimulating the occipital area of the brain produces sensations of stimulating the occipital area of the brain produces sensation of what will be the right answer? 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 So some are saying A, Rohit is saying no idea, Rishi is saying C, taste. Okay, so there is a confusion, and I think you don't prepared it well. So look at this picture. Remember this picture. So basically there is frontal lobe. This is motor cortex. Then there is parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and temporal lobe. So in total there are these 4 lobes. Out of this, frontal part or frontal lobe is mainly responsible for problem solving, emotion, behavioral control, okay, thinking, planning. Parietal, like sensations, perception, for example like touch. So it is the function of the parietal lobe. Now occipital lobe, they are mainly responsible for vision. Temporal, they are mainly responsible for language, understanding, hearing as well. So here there is a pinna. So you can clearly remember, besides pinna there is temporal lobe, so obviously they are responsible for hearing. So at the back there is occipital lobe, they are responsible for vision, and the frontal part is for intelligence and everything, and parietal is for senses, touches, something like that. Okay, so what is the right answer here? What will be the right answer here? So the right answer here is vision. Occipital area is responsible for vision. Okay, do you understand every part regarding this? Every part. Moving on. Question number 4. Complete loss of memory is termed as. 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 What is the answer? What is the answer? Complete loss of memory. So Rishika, Rohit is saying B or D. Nimi, welcome Nimi. You are late today. Ronnie is saying D. Arpan is saying B. Everyone, please do comment and please like this session, share it among your peers so that we will be encouraged to continue this session up to August. So what is the answer? Okay, so let me put my contribution. That is, the answer here is amnesia. Amnesia. So paramnesia is a kind of delusion between fantasy and reality. Fantasy and reality. You are thinking that you are like DSP or video. You are thinking like that, but you are not practicing enough MCQ, or you are not study hard. Okay, so amnesia is a complete loss. So what are the basic difference between dementia, amnesia and delirium? So basically dementia means chronic but insidious, means slow memory loss. Dementia is slowly you are losing your memory. So it's a kind of correlated with the Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease. Amnesia is memory loss only, and that is acute. Delirium, it's also acute. Overt cognitive impairment of memory loss means it is kind of fast. So first dementia, then delirium, and both are related to Parkinson's, and amnesia is kind of you lose your memory. Okay, understand everyone? Moving on, question number 5. Parkinson's disease is characterized by the loss of a nerve cells. What is it? Parkinson's disease is characterized by a loss of nerve cells. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is the right answer here? Parkinson's disease is characterized by the loss of nerve cells. What is the right answer? Ronnie is saying D, Rohit D, Nima D, Nimi is saying B. Okay, Nimi is making some different answer. Sirajul, Puran, they're all saying D. Okay. But the right answer here is only Nimi. Nimi only gave the right answer, that is substantia nigra. It's a previous year question of WBCS only. It's a previous year question. Okay, remember this. Now what is it? So it's a part of a Parkinson's disease. In that there is a midbrain, and in midbrain this is substantia nigra, that is normal, and there is the gray matters that absence in Parkinson's. So basic thing that substantia nigra is basically abnormal in case of Parkinson's disease. Okay, so do you understand this concept and the level of question in WBCS? Okay, it is not recent time. This question is not came in the recent times, but it's a 10 years back question. At that time the level is pretty hard. Now question number 6. Nerve cells originate from the embryonic. Nerve cells originates from the embryonic ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, or both endo and meso. What is the right answer? What is the right answer? Is it ecto or endo or meso, or both endo and meso? So Rohit already gave the answer. Nimi is saying C. Okay. Everyone, what is the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? So Ronnie is saying C, Arpan is saying A. Okay, so the person or the people are saying A, they are getting the points, and others C and everything, they are getting 0.33 as a negative. What is it? Now look into this picture. Look in down this picture. So this is basically sperm and that is egg. After fertilization, zygote forms. Then there is blastocyst. After blastocyst, there is gastrula. And in gastrula, there is ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. This is called germinal layer. That is called germinal layer. Now then the baby is obviously formed. Now this ecto, endo and meso, this makes different thing. The endoderm layers makes lung cells, that is alveolar cells, thyroid cells, digestive cells. In case of mesoderm, cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, the tubule cells of kidney, red blood cells, smooth muscle in gut. And ectoderm makes nerve, neuron on brain, skin cell of epidermis and pigment cells. Okay, now you can understand what is the answer of that question. So the question here is nerve cells originate from which embryonic layer? So answer will be ectoderm. If the question is RBC originate from which of the embryonic layer, then the answer would have been different, like mesoderm. Okay, everyone understand this? Do you understand? Do you have any difficulty regarding this one? Do you have any difficulty regarding this one? Everyone? Nimi? Yes, Nimi is giving me thumbs up. So don't drink thumbs up, drink Coca-Cola instead. So you can crack it. Okay. The longest cell in animal. The longest cell in animal. The longest cell in animal. Is it nerve cell or hepatocyte? That is a type of liver cell, a blood cell or muscle cell. So everyone gave answer. Pema, Bijilita, Sirajul, Nima, Rohit, Kalina, Ronnie, Dibya, Lushika. So it's a full toss and they hit it down. So nerve cell or neuron. And the length is 100 micrometer. 100 micrometer is the length. Okay, remember this, 100 micrometer is the length. Moving on, question number 8. Cranial nerve in mammals are how many pairs? Cranial nerve in mammals are how many pairs? Or how many are there? Yeah, Nimu. Arpan, okay. What is the answer? So what I thought is actually the reality. Everyone answer it. C, that is pair. It's absolutely wrong, my dear friend. The answer is D, 12. 12. There is 12 cranial nerve. 12 only, not in pairs. Basically the ribs are in pairs. Ribs are 12 pairs. Okay, cranial nerve as well as thoracic. Thoracic bones are 12 in number. 12 in number. Okay, So now the pictures. In case of English medium, you have to remember this. On occasion of the trip, attractive faces a girl visitors saying hello. So cheeky one. On occasion of the trip, attractive faces a girl visitors saying hello. So on means olfactory nerve, occasion means optic nerve, off means oculomotor nerve, the means trochlea, trip, tegmental nerve, attractive, abducens nerve, faces, facial nerve, or auditory nerve, girl, glossopharyngeal nerve, visitors, vagus nerve, saying, spinal accessory nerve, and hello means hypoglossal nerve. In case of your Bengali medium student, then the famous saying is Ore o opu taratari aay, fotik aaj gaiche bhalo aha. तो आप इसको हिंदी भी कर सकते हो, अरे ओ अपू थोड़ा जल्दी आ, फोटिक आज अच्छा गा रहा है. So this is the kind of Hindi of this Bengali mnemonics. Okay, remember the English version if you are English medium, and you can remember the Bengali one as well if you are a Bengali medium. Now question number 9. IQ below is considered mental retardation, and the question comes in this year. IQ below is considered mental retardation. IQ below which is regarded as mental retardation. So the performance of you guys is not up to the mark today. Why? Every day you are absolutely fantastic, but today you guys are a little bit not in the form. Ronnie, not really. Name is also lacking the timings, so only this one he says is right. It's 70. So look at the picture. Below 70 there is mental retardation. Below 70 there is mental retardation. You can clearly see 70 to 80 borderline, 80 to 90 low average, 90 to 100 just like me average, 110 to 120 higher average, and like Nemu 120 to 140, and Einstein is kind of 140 and above. Okay, this is a thing. So below 70 is mental retardation. So you can clearly see the answer A. Okay everyone, moving on. Question number 10 comes in mains 15. Human body's main organ of balance located in. I already discussed this question when otoliths are the answer. Now I think you all have understand it very well. So now the performance is enhancing. From Nemo, Pema, Nima, Ronnie, Bijlita, everyone is saying the right answer. So the right answer is obviously the inner part of the ear. So look at the option they are giving, brain front part. So if they are in brain, basically there is three part: forebrain, that is the frontal part, midbrain and hindbrain. Okay, in forebrain there is cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus, and in hindbrain there is cerebellum and pons and medulla oblongata. So these are the part of the brain. Now they are saying front part, means they are asking or they are indicating you that forebrain is it the function of the forebrain? No, it can be the function of the cerebellum and the hindbrain. If the option is like brain, then there will be a challenge and the question can be little bit confusing and the answer can be both A and C. In case of this, it's absolutely pretty clear. Otolith or inner part of the ear is the responsible one. Moving on, question number 11. Which organ is not controlled by autonomous nervous system? Asked in mains 2018. Which part or which organ is not controlled by autonomous nervous system? Okay, you may find a different answer in different booklet or different books, and I think that's why you are making some wrong answer. Arpan, okay. Okay, so I think as the confusion increased, so let me have a picture. So basically nervous system has three parts: central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and there is autonomous nervous system. So now automatic nervous system has two parts, parasympathetic and sympathetic. So look the picture. In sympathetic, there is dilated pupil, inhibits salivation, relaxation, increase heartbeat, slow down digestion, stimulate glucose release, reduce intestinal muscle, adrenaline production, and the reduced blood flow. Basically uterus and male part. In case of parasympathetic, same but different in function. So parasympathetic means heart rate will be slow. So in case of, what is the difference? When you are resting, parasympathetic nerve are in the function, and when you are fearful or fighting, then sympathetic nervous system are in function. Okay, now this is a part of our autonomous nervous system. Now look down these options. Heart is there in the picture? Yes. Is uterus is there in the picture? Yes. Is eyes is there in picture? Yes. Is glands are there? Is glands are there? Look down. Any glands are there? Any glands are there? Any glands are there? Now, by logic, you can have the answer is like that. You can control your salivary secretion. You can control basically your glands. Secretion may or may not be controlled, but the glands are kind of controlled. So that is not the part of autonomous nervous system. Okay, am I clear? Am I clear, guys? Moving on to question number 12. So there is in liver, basically the stimulation of the production of the bile, they are like the part of autonomous nervous system. They are like the part of autonomous nervous system. Okay, Ronnie? So stimulate glucose release and everything, they are responsible. Now question number 12. The human eye forms the image of an object at it. It's a simple one. Simple one. We already discussed it. Everyone has to answer. Every one of you has to answer, and the answer should be right. Yes. So everyone is saying retina, absolutely right. You already understand the basic thing. So there is lens and there is eye. So the position where the image forms is basically called yellow spot, and in front of the nerve, it is called blind spot. Remember this as well. Moving on, question number 13. Pollination is best defined as. 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 So Nimi already answered. Rishika answered it. It's a very frequently asked question. Too many times they're asking this. So yeah, obviously right answer is A, transfer of pollen from anther to stigma. Now look at the picture and visualize everything. That in male part, this is called anther. Where is anther? Yes, yeah, anther. So from anther the pollen comes down to stigma. This. So this is a female part. So there is stigma, ovule, and ovule is under ovary. And in case of male, there is anther and other parts. A is best as defined. Yes, A is best as defined. Moving on to question number 14. Movement of cell against concentration gradient is called. Movement of cells against concentration gradient is called. Movement of cells against concentration gradient is called. Movement of cells against concentration gradient is called osmosis, active transport, diffusion, or passive transport. Active, passive, diffusion, or osmosis. What is the right answer? 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 Ratan Mondol, ki? Ki Ratan Mondol, ki? So Kundan, Nimi, you are wrong, unfortunately. Rohit is saying B. Yes, Rohit, you are absolutely correct. Ronnie is saying B, but asking, not sure. Rishika is actually given the answer confidently, that is B. And Arpan is now saying B. So all of you was saying B is giving you the right answer. Now what is active transport, what is passive? You can see here. So there are two types of active transport. That is primary active transport and secondary active transport. Forget everything. When there is ATP is used, means when there is energy is used in terms of transport, then it is called active transport. Okay. And when there is not energy involved, then that is called osmosis. When there is a high concentration here, so by the process of chemistry, that goes down to the high density to low density, and that is basically called osmosis or diffusion, whatever the thing is. Okay, if there is energy involved, for example, if you are using your pump for the water to reach down your top floor, so they are using the electric energy to transport that, so that is basically called active transport. Okay. So in active transport, sodium potassium pump, they stores energy and creating some channels. But when not the ATP doesn't use or ATP is not needed, then that transport is called secondary active transport. Okay. So when sodium is coming down, so glucose is also taking the pathway and come down to the cell. So that is called friends with benefits. Okay, so you understand the basic difference between active transport, diffusion, osmosis, and secondary active transport. Everyone, you understand what is it? So the question is movement of cell against the concentration. When there is against the concentration, then only the need of the energy and then ATP is used, and that is the process is called active transport. Okay, understand it everyone? Do you have any kind of doubts? Any kind of doubts? Am I clear? Am I clear, guys? Yes. Moving on to question number 15. Question number 15. Most fish don't sink water because of the presence of swim bladder, air bladder, air sacs, air in sponge bones. What is it? What is it? Most fish don't sink water because of the presence of swim bladder, air sacs, air in spongy bones. So Pema is saying A. Ron is also saying A. Pema, Ronnie, everyone do participate. What will be the right answer? Is it 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4? Everything. Arpan is also saying A. So those of you saying A, you are absolutely correct. Sirajul is also saying A. So swim bladder and air bladder. So let me give you a proper picture of the mechanism of fish. So this is a proper picture. Now when fishes take the oxygen, they becomes lighter and they floats up. Okay. Now when they slightly deflated and smaller, fish remains in the same depth. So basically they are not floating up, they are not drowning. When the deflated and smaller fish remains at the same depth. Swim bladder slightly deflated. So you can clearly see the picture here and the picture here. Now when swim bladder with very less kind of oxygen, they sinks in the bottom. They sinks down to the bottom. Sinks down to the bottom. So that's the mechanism of the fish. To floats up or sinks down. Floats up or sinks down or floats in a same depth. Okay, everyone, is it clear and dusted? Is it clear and dusted? Everyone, understand the mechanism of fish and the swim bladder. Moving on, question number 16. Plants absorb dissolved nitrates from soil. Plant absorb dissolved nitrates from soil and convert them into what is the right answer? What is the right answer of question number 16? What is the right answer of question number 16? What is the right answer, guys? Question number 16. What is the right answer of question number 16? What is the right answer of question number 16? What is the right answer? So it's saying ammonia. Everyone is saying ammonia. Anyone getting different answer than ammonia? Everyone? So the right answer is not ammonia, but protein. But protein. Do you understand? Now look at this picture. So that is basically atmosphere nitrogen. Atmosphere nitrogen. The plant are not able to absorb it. That's why nitrogen fixation bacteria, legume, root nodules, they are there. First, ammonification happened. So nitrogen fixing bacteria makes it ammonium, and that ammonium by the nitrification, by the process of nitrification, breaks down to nitrites, and that nitrites come down to nitrate. That is basically the compound that is assimilated by the plant, and they use it for the protein formation. Why they make a different thing? They takes it as a nitrate, so why they again make ammonium? It is not needed. Ammonium comes down to nitrite and then nitrate, and that is assimilated by the plant. When the plant dies, there is decomposition and ammonium again released by the decomposers like bacteria and fungi. Okay, and some denitrifying bacteria are also making free nitrogen from these nitrates. So they are making denitrifying bacteria making nitrogen, free nitrogen, not the plant. Not the plant. Do you guys understand the process? So there are different answers in the net. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. So do you understand? Everyone? Clear? Okay. Moving on. Question number 17. Question number 17. Place one of the following is not the function of the bone. What is not the function of the bone? What is not the function of the bone? Place for muscle attachment, protection of vital organs, secretion of hormone for calcium regulation in blood and bones, or the production of blood corpuscle. What is not the function of bones? What is not the function of the bones? So only Pema gave the answer. Only Pema gave the answer. Ronnie also gave the answer. Nimi Kittu saying B, protection of vital organ. You are absolutely wrong, Nimi. You are absolutely wrong, Nimi. Why your performance is not up to the mark today, Nimi? Kalina is saying C, Sirajul is saying B. So those of you are saying C, that is the that is the right answer. Secretion of hormone is not the function of bones. So what are the function of bones? Protect internal organs. You can clearly see this picture. You can clearly see the picture. Now the protection of internal organs are the function of bones. Second, stores and release of fat. That is also function of the bones. Next, production of the blood vessels that are basically from bone marrow. Bone marrow. Stores and release of minerals like calcium and phosphate. So there are questions in the previous year or another exams that bones are mainly made up of. They made up of by both the minerals calcium as well as phosphate. Now facilitates movement obviously and supports the body. Now, so the function of this calcium thing is done by whom? Is done by basically there are two hormones responsible, calcitonin and parathyroid hormone, PTH. So what calcitonin is done, they calcitonin basically absorbs the calcium from the blood, to bone, to makes bone. Sherpa, you are right. Hormones are mainly secreted from glands and bones is not the gland. Yes. Now this calcitonin hormone is basically responsible for reducing the blood glucose, blood calcium level and making the bones formation. And what does the parathyroid hormone do? They are doing the opposite thing. What opposite thing? They are releasing the bone calcium to blood. They are releasing the bone calcium to blood. So basically they are increase the blood calcium levels. Okay. So this is the blood calcium level regulation. Okay. So this is it. Now question number 18. Photo oxidation is. Photo oxidation is. Photo oxidation is. It is photorespiration or photolysis or light and oxygen included breakdown or all of the above. Or all of the above. Or all of the above. What is it? Photo oxidation. So again, Nimi, not up to the mark. Pema, it's not like that. It's basically everything. Photo oxidation means photorespiration, photolysis, light and oxygen induced breakdown. Everything is under photo oxidation. So basically, yes, Rohit is now correct. All of the above is the right answer. Photo oxidation means by the induction of the light, if any reaction is responsible, and if the oxidation happens, then it is called photo oxidation. Moving on to question number 19. Simple and easy one. I'm hoping everyone is correct here. Hoping everyone is correct here. Nucleus, the genetic material containing rounded body in cell, was first discovered by whom? First discovered by whom? Nucleus is first discovered by whom? Robert Hooke or Brown or Rudolf Virchow or Theodor Schwann? So only Rohit gave the answer. What is the right answer, guys? Easy one. Nucleus. Who discovered nucleus? A pretty easy one. What is Robert Hooke? Robert Hooke basically discovered the cell. So that's why he is called father of the cell, or father of the cytology. Rudolf Virchow. Who is Rudolf Virchow? He gave the modern cell theory. Modern cell theory. What is the theory? The theory is cell originates from pre-existing cell. Now who is Schwann? Schwann is that guy, Slider and Schwann. They gave the cell theory. Cell theory. In 1839. So Robert Brown is the answer. Yes, Robert Brown is the answer. Moving on, question number 20. Plants that grow in saline water is called. Plant that grow in saline water is called. Plant that grow in saline water is called. Is it halophyte or hydrophyte or mesophyte or thallophyte? What is it? So, Nimi, Sirajul, Nilima, Mingma, Vijayita, Ronnie, Rohit. Rohit, why you are confused between A and D? The thallophyta have the thallus. Those who have thallus is basically called thallophyta. They are non-flowering parent. They are divided into three: thallophyta, bryophyta and pteridophyta. Okay, so basically the fungus they are thallophytes. So thallophyte is not the answer. Okay, so there are flowering plant and non-flowering plant. In non-flowering there is thallo, bryo means moss types, and pterido means fern types. Okay, yes. Now here is the answer is very clear. Everyone answered it. That is halophytes. Halophyte. Hydrophyte means water. Mesophyte means all of the natural plant. They are mesophytes like mango and everyone. What is the right answer of question number 21? Yes, Madhu. Answer is A. Paidia is a disease of nose, gum, heart, lung. Paidia is a disease of nose, a gum, or heart, or lung. अभी आया ऊट पहाड़ के नीचे. Name. So this is the easy question. If you are not make it right, then I will break your bones. Yes, vitamin C deficiency. So what are the acid that are there for vitamin C? Vitamin C, what is the name? What is the biological name of the vitamin C? Yes, gum is the right answer of question number 21. You are all are correct. Ascorbic acid. Yes, ascorbic acid. So this is the picture of the normal gum versus paidia. So you can clearly see this thing is pretty well constructed. That is for normal gums. In case of paidia, so peritonitis is an inflation of the periodontium where there is a bone loss. So basically this is inflated, and that can irritate your gums, and bleeding happens. So that is basically the paidia. Okay, moving on. Question number 22. Placenta is the structure formed by. Placenta is the structure formed by. It is by the union of fetal and uterine tissue, or the only fetus tissue, or the by fusion of the germ layers, or none of this. So we already discussed about the germ layers and the origin of different things. So I think you all are capable enough now to give the right answer. Nimi, I really come down to your place and making chutney of you. We already discussed the germ layers. Already discussed it. The germ layers making our own organs. So they are not making placenta. So if they are making placenta, the heart, the blood vessel, who make it? Who will make it? So all of you are giving A as a right answer. Yes, it is absolutely correct. By the union of fetal and uterine tissue. So look at this picture. Now this is the placental development, fertilization to full term. So look at this. This is uterine vessels. Okay, uterine wall, and obviously this part is the part of the fetus part. So after blastocyst, this is the first thing. Then this comes down the placental villi, and then the process is going on. So obviously mother's uterine wall is also responsible, as well as fetus. Both are making the placenta. Thing. Okay. Now, question number 23. Plants hormone that induces cell division. Auxin, gibberellins, kinins, or domins. What is the right answer? What is the right answer of question number 23? Plant hormone that includes cell division is, after the scolding thing, Neme is back in form, but Risika slightly off form. Kalina also slightly out of track. What is the right answer? Sirajul, Migma, Rishika, Madhu. What is the right answer? Okay, let me have a picture and your doubts will be clear. So cytokinin is the hormone that stimulates cell division, leaf aging and leaf enlargement. So that is the main function of the cytokinin. Okay, so that is the main function of the cytokinin. So those of you who are saying C, that is already the right answer and discussed it. Kines means is a short form of cytokines. Okay, moving on towards question number 24. Neurospora is used as a genetic material because Neurospora is used as genetic material because why Neurospora is used as a genetic material? Is it for it has short life cycle of 10 days, or the product of single meiosis can be easily analyzed, or the meiotic products are linearly arranged in the form of order tetrads, or is a diploid fungus? Not really. So the right answer is because it has short life cycle. So like Neurospora, there is other material is Drosophila. Drosophila is also used in genetic material or genetic material analysis because it has 4 number of chromosomes. So every organism has different features, that's why we used it in the biological lab. Moving on, the last question for today. Out of protein, lipid and carbohydrate present in cell membrane, what is true? What is true? What is true? Urban 24 already gone. No, not really. Madhu is saying some answer. Vijayita, where is Nimi? Nimi, what is the answer? Nimi is saying PLP. So Nimi, you are saying PLP, P, L and P. So if you are saying it mathematical wise, then 2 P's are there and 1 L are there. 2P, 1 L. So lipids are maximum. Lipids are maximum. Is it the right answer? If you are saying 2P, PLP models are there, so it's given by Robertson in 1953, I think. So is it the right answer? So lipids are not maximum, basically proteins are maximum. Now what is the right answer? Yes. Orban is saying B. Carbohydrate is minimum. Yes, that is the right answer. Carbohydrate is minimum. Carbohydrate is not the maximum because protein is maximum. All three are in equal portion. It's not, because you can clearly say PLP model. So look at this picture and you have a clear understanding of this. So this is the structure of plasma membrane, PM. So this is basically fluid mosaic model given by Singer and Nicholson in 1972. So you can clearly see glycoproteins. So in glycoproteins only, protein and carbohydrate are attached. So it is a small part. Glycolipid means lipid with carbohydrate. So there is only 2 part carbohydrates are there. Rest, this is everyone is lipid and protein. Lipid and proteins are there. Everywhere there is protein and lipid, protein and lipid. Okay, so the right answer is carbohydrate is minimum. So the answer is B. B is the right answer. Okay. Okay, everyone. That's it for today. Do you have any kind of doubts? So do you have any kinds of doubts or anything to say? Do you have any kind of doubts or anything to say? Otherwise we'll end our session. So that's it. Okay, so tomorrow at the same time we'll be live on this channel, and please subscribe, and if you like this session please like तो कर दो और हमें भी थोड़ा मोटिवेशन दो, और अगर आपको एडुपॉइंट ऐप डाउनलोड करना है तो वो भी कर लो और लाइव हमारे साथ सेशन में जुड़ लो. So thank you everyone. We'll end our session here. Thanks.